September 22nd, 1944, in the courtyard of Rome's Forte Brevetta prison, Pietro Caruso, the former chief of police of Rome under Mussolini's fascist regime, faced a firing squad. He had once wielded brutal power in the heart of occupied Italy. Now he stood bound and silent, convicted of crimes that left the city stained in blood. Before we continue, if you're fascinated by untold stories from history, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below telling us which historical figure we should cover next. Now, let's dive into Caruso's dark journey. Caruso's rise was tied directly to fascism. He was a staunch supporter of Mussolini, working his way through the ranks of the police and security services with ruthless efficiency. By the time Nazi Germany occupied Italy in 1943, Caruso had become the police chief of Rome and a willing collaborator with the Gestapo. His name became infamous after the Ardeatine massacre in March 1944. Following a partisan bombing that killed 33 German soldiers in Rome, Nazi and fascist authorities retaliated brutally. Caruso helped compile the list of victims: 335 Italian civilians and political prisoners, chosen at random and executed in secret. He worked hand in hand with SS officer Herbert Kappler, ensuring the killings were swift, silent, and total. The massacre shocked even those loyal to the regime. Families searched for their loved ones, unaware they had been slaughtered and buried in caves just outside the city. When the truth came out, it became one of the darkest stains on Italy's wartime history, and Caruso's signature was all over it. He hadn't just followed orders. He had embraced his role with cold precision, turning the police force into an instrument of terror. After the fall of Rome and the Allied liberation, Caruso tried to disappear, but his role had been too visible, too damning. He was arrested by Italian partisans and turned over to the authorities. His trial was swift and public, held before an Italian military tribunal. Witnesses described his cruelty and arrogance. He had not only obeyed the Nazis, he had taken pride in cooperating with them. When asked about the massacre, he claimed it was a necessary measure, but the court saw it as murder. The sentence was death. On the morning of September 22nd, 1944, Caruso was led into the prison courtyard. There was no one beside him. No speeches, no crowd, no cheers, only silence and a line of soldiers standing in position. He was bound to a post, his face pale but emotionless. Some say he refused a blindfold. Others claim he said nothing at all in his final moments. The soldiers raised their rifles. A command was given. When the rifles fired, Pietro Caruso collapsed without a word. His execution was swift, carried out without ceremony. Just a cold, final act of justice for a man who had helped orchestrate mass murder. Today, Pietro Caruso is remembered not as a military man or a patriot, but as a symbol of fascist brutality. A man who turned police power into a tool of terror, and who paid the ultimate price for it. His name remains etched in the memory of Rome's darkest chapter, a reminder that those who served tyranny may one day answer for their crimes. If this story made you think, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment sharing your thoughts on justice and accountability in history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.